You have 3 seconds. That's it. 3 seconds for someone to decide if your story is worth their attention. And if your story doesn't pass the 3 second test, it's not because it's boring. It's because you started in the wrong place. And I'm about to fix that for you today. By the end of this video, you're going to know exactly how to open any story on YouTube, on TikTok, on social media, on a stage, or in a board meeting, wherever. You're going to learn to tell it in a way so people lean in. Instead of politely nodding, this is a skill. It's not about personality. It's not about style. It's about a learned skill. In the first 3 seconds, your audience must instantly know one of these three things. Is this for me? Is this going somewhere? And does this feel true? And if you don't get one of those things, the brain does what the brain does. It protects time and energy. And our brains protect time and energy by swiping, which is a really nice way to say they're gone. Most people open with something like this. Hey, my name is, or my personal pet peeve is, hello, friends. Or I just want to hop on and hey, quick story time. Or let me give you some backstory. Today, I listened to someone talk about the structure of a word as an opening. It bored me almost to tears. I'm like, what's the story? Why do I care about this structure? Why do I care about this word? And y'all, I'm very nerdy, so I should have cared, but they hadn't hooked me yet. So background, the structure of words, that's where stories go to die. And here's why. The audience hasn't agreed to care yet. Like I didn't care about the structure of the word because I didn't care about the word. I didn't understand the story. You're asking for commitment before you've earned it. So I want to give you 3 hook types that pass a 3 second test. Number 1, it's the pain moment. You start right in the middle of the tension. I realized for years I've been shrinking instead of speaking up. Let's do that. It's right in the middle of the pain moment. You have a brain aneurysm. I'll never forget when I heard those words while I was sitting in my car in Franklin, Tennessee. Do you want to know the rest of that story? The next one. Have you ever been told you're too much? Immediately, people are like, if you've ever been told you're too much. Here's another one. Have you ever felt like you just didn't fit in? People start raising their hands. It's emotion. It's sticky. It signals this is real. Hook number 2. It's what I call the pattern era. Say the things that people aren't saying. I might say, the reason your story fails has nothing to do with the story you're telling. It's all about the structure. Do you want to hang around and find out what that structure is? Hey, the reason your video flops has nothing to do with the algorithm. It has everything to do with the way you're crafting it. Want to hang around? So I'm calling out the problem. I'm saying what people aren't saying. It's a surprise to the brain, and surprise earns attention. Number 3, it's the stakes. Make the cost clear. If you can't hook them in the first 3 seconds, you will lose them. This is why people scroll even when your content's done. Did you get those 2? Here's another one. If you don't learn this, you'll keep getting skipped over. You want to stay around and find out? It creates urgency without manipulation. Now let's pause for a moment and talk about manipulation. Manipulation is not why we're here. We're here to inspire people, not to manipulate. I want you to lean in with me. Inspiration over manipulation. Can I create a hook that makes you want to stick around? Yes, I can. But here's the thing. If I do that and then I don't deliver on that hook, I don't deliver in the second part of it, which is what we call the know, in the feel, know, and do story pyramid, then you're going to go away and you're probably never going to come back because I tried to trick you. Anybody like being tricked? I know I don't. So don't use manipulation. Don't say, I've got the best way to create stories. If you do this one thing, I promise you're going to create stories that guarantee you'll get 1,000 video views. You can't do that. You can't guarantee that. So if I do what you tell me and I don't get 1,000 video views, immediately fake. Be careful. Make sure when you use stakes, you're using things that are about urgency, not manipulation. This is exactly why I teach the feel, know, and do story pyramid. The feel, this is the hook. This is what we've been talking about. The 3 seconds, the moment, the tension, the emotion. The know, this is the insight. It's the meaning. It's the shift. It's what you want to take them to. You want them to see the transformation. And then the do is, what do you want them to do with this? Do you want them to comment? Do you want them to subscribe? If you're here on YouTube, you may say, click subscribe. I share these tips all the time. Most people start at the no, which is why they lose people. You earn attention with the feel. Then you deliver with the no, and you call them to action with the do. Let's make this practical because I love the practical. Think of the story you tell a lot. Maybe it's how you started a business. Maybe it's how you healed from something. Maybe it's something you've overcome. It could be something like what I talk about, learning to speak up and speak out. Step 2, rewrite your first line 3 ways. The pain moment that we talked about earlier, the pattern interrupt that we talked about earlier, and the stakes that we talked about earlier. Let's use a live example. So here's the original. I've been coaching storytellers for over 25 years. And let me tell you, okay, that's immediately boring. Nobody's hanging around for that. Let's do a pain. I watched her freeze as she stood in the middle of that stage and looked out in the audience. I couldn't help her. Are you feeling for her? Do you see that emotion? All right, so let's do the interrupt. Your story, it's not boring. Your opening is. I want to hang around? The stakes. If you can't hook them fast enough, people won't hear what God has given you to share. I want you to drop your 3 rewritten hooks in the comments below. If you do that, I will tell you which one of them passes the test and why. If you want my full framework, grab the Feel, Know, and Do guide below. It will help you stop rambling. It will help you start connecting. And it will actually move people to action. And subscribe. Because next week, I'm teaching you how to tell your story in a way that builds your brand without sounding like a commercial. Remember, your story doesn't need more background. It needs a better beginning.